Okay, so I haven't done a video for a little while. I've been doing a few other things, and I kind of didn't get to doing any work here for a bit, but I have done a little bit today. So the last time you saw, I created these resources, and there's a sickle, a forester's axe, a pickaxe, a shovel. I've also since then I've created. I don't have them here to show you because I didn't set them up in the game yet. But I've created the graphics for a tooling knife and a fishing rod. So I have those as well. So there'll be those other resource harvesters. Then, so now what I've added, I already had the chicken here, but then I've added a rat, and I've added ram brown, and if I walk up top here, hard to see it. They gotta come down, but there's also a yeah. There's a ram white, then there's a sheep white here, that's a sheep white, and then there's a a goat white and a goat brown. So I've added those because you'll be able to get drops off those creatures. The rats will be like one of your first missions to take out some aggressive creatures because the chickens won't really do any damage to you, but the rats will. And then the rams will be able to do some damage, and the goats, and so on and so forth. The other thing I've been working on is I have just been getting my server up and running here. So basically what I have is I have a VM, which is a database machine with a web proxy on it, and I've got my intersect server running over there. So that took a little bit to get that up and running properly. It's running in Proxmox, and it's just a virtual machine. I'm going to test that out and see how much the workload is. The advantage to virtual machines is you can take snapshots, you can move them between hardware, you don't have to set everything up every time like an independent box. So I've got that set up, and then I've got my port forwarding over port 5400 over to the IP of this machine, and it should be accessible. Now, internally, you can't point by DNS to you, like in the config file, you have to point by IP or by localhost or whatever. So my client that I work with and my editor are configured to go to the internal IP of that, whereas the client for download by other people that I'm not ready for people to grab yet, of course, because I haven't done anything, but it will be going just to my domain root IP address, and then from there my router does a port forward over to the SQL server that's running the game engine. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. So not a whole lot of visual, but this does get me ready to actually pretty much start world building. There's just a couple more things to do. Then we'll get into the fun stuff, and I'll start building out the areas, and I'll start building out the resource things and the gear and all the equipment that you can use, etc., etc., etc. So there's probably going to be like one, maybe two more really short, lame episodes, but then we'll jump into some really fun stuff. So just bear with me as I get the rest of these back systems working and ready to start building. On that note, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.